Welcome into Truist Arena alongside Henry Crawford and Jakob Staley. Three-man crew tonight here for NKU versus Milwaukee. The Norse trying to make it 6 straight wins. I mean, what an unbelievable turnaround they've had. They started this season 0-3 in conference play, now 5-3, third in the horizon, and another winnable game here tonight against Milwaukee. How do they keep it rolling?
Yeah, and that's this longest winning streak since December of 2022. Something that's been no feat considering the quality of opponents the Norse have played over that stretch. NKU most recently took down Youngstown State and Robert Morris on the road, two squads that are sitting in top 5 in the Horizon League standings so far. NKU also holds an advantage, 14-7 advantage over the Panthers in an all-time series, including a 7-3 advantage in Highland Heights. The Norse have won the past 3 games. The most recent matchup, NKU won 66-62 on January 23rd in Highland Heights, as 4 Norse scored in the double figures, led by 13 points and 8 rebounds from Maya Meredith.
Yeah, not just Maya Meredith is excelling on this team. They've got they're really firing on all cylinders these last few games. Obviously, you got Maya Meredith, who was actually honored tonight after reaching the milestone of 1,000 career points. But I mean, everybody on the starting lineup. I mean, Karina Beastry averaging almost 13 points a game. Maddie Moody really firing on both the offensive and defensive end here. I mean, this Norse team is really shaped up, and they've got a good chance of making it 6-0 run here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a completely different team vibes-wise than we saw at the beginning of the year. They scheduled a very difficult non-conference. They went 3-8, played multiple nationally ranked teams, but you flip the calendar to conference play, they're on a roll, and they could make it 6 tonight. They could move even higher up the Horizon League rankings, and it's just a team that's looked completely different ever since Horizon League play got underway. Milwaukee comes into this one 6-12 on the year, 2-5 in Horizon League play, most recently making the trip to Rochester, Michigan, where they would lose to Oakland by 21 points. They're currently tied for 7th out of 11 spots in the Horizon League. Just about ready to go here in Highland Heights. Maddie Moody and Jada Williams, the two to jump to get this game underway.
And watch out for the Panthers. They can start quick from distance in a win over Detroit Mercy. They knocked down 6 3-pointers in the opening quarter. So you have to watch that. They will get out quick.
Last home game for the Norse was against Detroit Mercy. The Norse handled them, and off we go here tonight. The Norse win the tip-off with Tasha Rushton. Up to Maya Meredith. She'll try a 3 right away. That's no good. Rebounded by Grace Lohman for Milwaukee.
Not the greatest first play that you want there. You kind of want something to settle into your offense, but that was wide open. She can hit those.
Bit of a quick trigger. She's definitely got the green light, but that one didn't fall.
Looking down low already to Jory Bulwalda, the best player for Milwaukee. Swings it out to the corner for a missed 3. Couldn't get it to go. In and out for Grace Lohman. Norse get a stop on the first possession. Here's Karina Beastry back to the top of the key. Meredith. Beastry, extra pass to the corner. Rushton thought about a 3. Instead, she'll take a mid-range on the inside. Can't get it to go. Ball still loose. Finally grabbed. Going the other way. Madison Fitzgibbon for Milwaukee. Now Jada Williams with it. Back to Lohman. Driving on Beastry. Quick crossover. Elbow jumper is in and out. Rebounded by Maddie Moody.
Good move. Just bobbled the ball there a little bit and just had a little hitch on the shot. That would have gone in for her.
Beastry a 3, in and out. Grabbed by Jada Williams for Milwaukee. All empty possessions so far in this one. Fitzgibbon launches a 3. No good. Moody grabs another board. Moody's been rebounding the heck out of the ball as of recently. She's been scoring the heck out of the ball too.
Yeah, and a lot of quick action going on so far. They're all shooting quick into the shot clock. Let's see what they can do getting set more into their offense.
Meredith will try another 3. This one's good. Maya Meredith has really come into her own here this season after a really slow start in what was expected to be a great year. Preseason first team all league. She's really kind of rounding it out this season. Norse on the board first, 3-0. Trying to string together the stop. Skip to the corner for Milwaukee. Here's Fitzgibbon baseline, up and under. No, might have got a block there from Meredith. Abby Walterman has the board. Pushed up ahead to Maddie Moody. 2-on-1 for the Norse. Beastry got blocked. Good defensive play there.
And that's where NKU's been their best, is on that fast break. And Just couldn't capitalize.
Fitzgibbon to Lohman. Now Williams. Fitzgibbon guarded by Rushton. Coming out to get it is Recklich. Now Jada Williams. In and out dribble Williams. Goes to her right. Gets right down the lane. Smoked the layup. Uncontested. Beastry grabs the rebound.
Yeah, great move to get downhill. It's just too wide open for her, and she just hits it a little strong.
Bounce pass to Walterman. Back to the top of the key. Rushton, a good look at a three. Off the back iron. Long rebound to Maya Meredith. Catch and shoot off the rebound from the elbow, and she sticks it. All 5 points for the Norse.
I mean, that's
scored by
just
Meredith.
what you want to see. I mean, cleaning it up when your teammates make mistakes. I mean, filling in those gaps. I mean, that was a good play right there.
Jada Williams, a three for Milwaukee. She drops it in. Jada Williams, pure stroke from the corner, makes it 5-3.
Yeah, good way to suck in the defense and then just be able to kick it out to her. Had some space and just that's how you get it.
Rushton top of the key. A little bit of a zone shown here by Milwaukee. Lots of traffic down low for Moody. Kicks it back out to Beastry. Shot fake. Goes for the runner off glass. Can't get it to go. Walterman offensive board. The Norse have been unbelievable on the boards this year. And another recycled possession. Rushton.
Yeah. And especially Walterman, who's just been a really good thing to get second chance points off of.
Rushton tries another three. That one's off the back iron, but Walterman has the board. Goes back up with it, can't finish. Maddie Moody has the offensive board. And on the fourth possession, the Norse score with Moody.
And that's what they need to do. Just keep fighting down low, and they'll get those points to fall at some point, and they got it to fall there.
About 4 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The Norse lead at 7-3 early over Milwaukee. Here's Fitzgibbon. To Buwalda, driving, trying to bank it in. Good defense by Walterman. It wasn't even close. Rebounded by Beastry, pushed up ahead, threading the needle on the pass, but Meredith can't finish it, but she gets it back. Offensive boards galore. Beastry, three, no. And out of bounds. Last touch by Milwaukee. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Milwaukee cannot clear the boards.
And that's just good box out. They know when the rebounds are going long, and Meredith is always on those long rebounds. She knows how it's going to hit off the rim, and it's just in her hands.
Meredith inbounds. Out to Rushton at the top of the key. Moody. Swing to Rushton, top of the key for Tasha. Rushton nearly got the roll. Hit the back iron initially. Who's on the glass? Guess who? Maya Meredith. The offensive rebound, and she's fouled. 2 free throws coming.
That's 4 good looks for Tasha Rushton. They're just not falling tonight. Hope to see her adjust in some way that helps get up that percentage a little bit.
And they're not bad looks. So you don't
Not at all.
Never mind taking an
4
open
shots
shot.
that could easily have been made.
Meredith shoots 66% from the free throw line this season.
And with that make, she's inching closer to the next percentage up, which would be what, Jakob Staley?
Maybe like 68.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Meredith just made both free throws. Meredith has 7 points here early for the Norse. Good. Half the first quarter gone. Norse leading at 9-3. Here's Buwalda, top of the key, trying to get it anywhere. Here's Valerie Cassidy DeFalco. Gets rid of it. Now down low to Buwalda. Turns and scores on Walterman. She's had a great season for Milwaukee, leading them in just about everything. Averaging 13 points, 9 rebounds this year, and she gets on the board.
Yeah, and that was just easy for her. She just is able to spin and just have them. It's a tough layup, but it's still good for her.
Moody looking down low. Walterman with it. Good block. Buwalda on the defensive end that time.
Yeah, baited her to spin into contact, and that's just an easy block and easy out in transition for them.
Walking up to a three. No good for Peyton Recklich. Norse with it. Swing to the corner. Look down low. Moody going to work on the block. Goes up and is fouled. 2 free throws coming for Maddie Moody. And that will bring us to our first media timeout. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. The Norse out to a 9-5 lead, led by Meredith 7 here through the first 6 minutes. We'll be back much more after this here on the Northerner.
Fans, we're here with Casey, who will be looking to win free wins from Barleycorns for their entire row. Casey, all you have to do is answer one trivia question right. If you can't do that, then everyone in the row behind you is going home with free wins from Barleycorns. So the pressure's on. All right, Casey. So here is your question.
Back here at Truist Arena, 2 free throws coming for Maddie Moody. Knocks down the first.
73% free throw shooter.
So 7 points for Meredith, now 4 for Moody. Equals the 11 for the Norse. They lead 11-5. Here's Cassidy DeFalco. Gives it up now into the corner. Looking down low and a kick ball called. Trying on the entry pass down to Buwalda. I think Moody is the one who kicked it. Cassidy DeFalco to inbound it. Here's Kendall Barnes back to Cassidy DeFalco. Looking down low. Pass was tipped by Beastry. Loose ball on the deck. Rushton and Meredith both have it. And they get it back to Mia Jordan. Now into the hands of Tasha Rushton. Norse forced a turnover. Rushton, nobody picked her up. She's going to go right down the lane and lay it in.
Great hesitation. Slow down her pace. They thought she was settling, and she just went straight to the cup, and that's an easy layup for her.
Finally catching in on one of those good looks.
Good late contest there from the Milwaukee defender, but she was still able to put it up and over for the bucket. Another entry pass, an errant one, and another turnover. Mia Jordan has the steal. Rushton now back again. Jordan top of the key.
Moody has possession down there. She really wanted it.
Rushton goes to her left. Now Meredith drives, stops at the free throw line, back for another good look for Rushton, and that time she gets it. Taysha Rushton looks up to the heavens as if to say, finally, one of those goes down.
Yeah, and that's her first 3 of the night. 1 for 4. Let's see if she can get it going.
She's got 5 in a row for the Norse, and the Norse open up a 16-5 lead. Buwalda nearly tied up by Jordan. They get rid of it to Cassidy DeFalco. Now Buwalda working on Jordan, puts it on the deck, goes baseline, under the basket, double team comes, blocked from behind by Jordan. Loose ball, 1 to shoot, and that is a shot clock violation. Again, the Norse defensively just wreaking havoc.
Yeah, and great way to send the double. You could hear hands yelling for to send it, and they sent it, and Jordan comes up with the block. That's just great defense down low.
Point three. 10 to play in the first. Now an 11-point lead for the Norse. Jordan over to Beastry. Little hesitation, now goes left. Switches back to her right. Tries to bank it in, but she's fouled. 2 free throws coming for Beastry. Looking to further extend the lead.
Yeah, great way to cut up across the lane there and try to get some type of angle. And she knew she was going to get a foul there, so she knew she was getting to the line.
Beaster coming off that 24-point game at Robert Morris, a game in which she only shot 4 for 13 from the field. She was getting to the line and knocking them down. She was 12, or I believe 13 for 15 from the line up there in Moon Township. Here she goes 1 for 2. But many could say, an SGA-esque performance from Karina Beaster, but, you take the points any way you can get them. 17-5 after she knocks down 1. On the other end, a quick banker off the glass for Grace Lohman, and that's something Milwaukee hasn't been doing this whole game, and that's scoring quickly. Quick entry pass down low, kind of errant, trying to get it to Jordan. Ball's loose, and it's turned over. And then Maya Meredith trying to get it back, commits a foul.
Just a lot of action going on down there, and I think Meredith kind of wanted the play to slow down just a little bit. No, Hubert in for Maya Meredith. No, Hubert, known as a shooter on this team.
Quick pull-up. Ooh, a foul called on Beastry. She was on the contest for Grace Lohman. She thought she got all ball, but the official saying she got armed. It'll be 2 free throws coming for Grace Lohman and Milwaukee.
It was on the way down, so when the balls go up, she kind of brought her arm down and got hit.
First free throw good for Lohman. And Lohman goes 1 for 2. Fight for the board, and she got her own miss. A rare offensive rebound for Milwaukee. Stopping in the lane, all kinds of white shirts around. Pop out to the top of the key. Here's Lohman with it again. Give it back to Recklich. Now ball firing around down low to CeCe McNair. Going for the quick entry pass and knocked away by Rushton, but she knocked it off of Sophia Rampula, and it'll be Norse basketball as it trickled out of bounds.
And that's what they've needed is like a spark on defense. In these last 6 games, really, their defense has stepped up. And it looks like their defense is playing well tonight.
Nia Jordan at the top of the key. 1 minute to play here in the first. Underneath the basket. Ooh, a late foul called on Rampula. It was a really good pass down low to Beastry. And Sophia Rampula seemed to come out of nowhere for a snatch block, but after a little bit after the fact, the whistle came, and it'll be 2 free throws for Karina Beastry.
Beastry is 78% free throw shooter.
Jemiah Thomas coming in for Maddie Moody there.
Beastry has been on a historic pace as far as being a true freshman getting to the free throw line. I mean, she has been as good as any freshman in the country at getting to the line. Here's her 3rd and 4th attempts of this game. Knocks down the first. And the second as well. It's 19-8 here with 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Madison Fitzgibbon Guarded by Rushton, goes to her left, kicks it out to the corner. Rampula, a three is good. Sophia Rampula from the corner makes it 19-11. Norse with the ball now, a 8-second differential between shot and game clock here for the Norse.
Rampola is only a 16% three-point shooter, has only shot 30 attempts this season.
Rampula just picked up her second foul in rapid succession on both plays where there was, somewhat minimal contact, but definitely a foul. That time it was a pass for Rushton. She kind of bumped her while in the air. Foul came a little late again, but the right call. So 2 free throws coming for Taysha Rushton. 24 seconds left here in the first. Rushton knocks down the first. 6 now for Rushton here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that extends their lead to 9, 20-11 NKU.
Rushton goes 2 for 2. 10-point game. Kamora Morgan and Anna Hamilton into the game for Beastry and Rushton respectively. Goodness gracious. Last shot coming here for Milwaukee. Madison Fitzgibbon picked up by Anna Hamilton. 15 to shoot for Fitzgibbon. She's a long way from the basket. 10 to shoot. Here goes Fitzgibbon. Gives it up. Quick three. Recklich is nowhere close. A little bit of time here for the Norse. 3 to shoot for Hamilton. She crosses half court. 1 to shoot. She's got to put it up at the horn. It's going to fall well short. But the Norse get the stop to end the quarter and will take a 10-point lead into the second period.
There's only one way for NKU fans. You have a chance to win 105 $3 enough for NKU. This is Mike's Wash.
All right. Meredith is leading the team with 7 points. Right behind her is Rushton with 5 and Moody with 4. For Milwaukee, it's only really 3 scores. Williams with 3 and Lohman with 3. So a lot more scoring on NKU's end.
All right, it's time for first round of our group right.
1 quarter down here at Truist Arena. The Norse off to a good start, 21-11. Much more after this here on the Northern. Second quarter action underway here at Truist Arena. Milwaukee with the basketball first, trailing it by 10. Hannah Hamilton stays out there on the floor for the Norse, as does everybody else on the floor at the end of the first. Missed shot immediately by Buwalda, and a rebound for Kimora Morgan. Sophomore out of Oshawa, Ontario, brings it up the court. Gives it up to Anna Hamilton, sophomore from Hebron, Kentucky. Back to Morgan on the wing. Skip pass to Hubert. Catch and shoot three for Hubert's no good. Coming in for the rebound is Madison Fitzgibbon for the Panthers.
And that's usually not who you want to leave open. She's a 43% three-point shooter.
Loose ball and a jump ball as Anna Hamilton gets down on the deck to tie up Buwalda. Rampula still playing with those two quick fouls. Made a really nice behind-the-back move, but then lost the ball. Then it was a scrum on the deck, and Hamilton there to tie it up. Possession arrows with the Norse.
Milwaukee's not shy to getting comeback wins. And January 4th, they got a win over Cleveland State and erased a 16-point second half deficit and won the game.
Cleveland State, of course, a team that NKU lost to in one of their first three conference games. Here's Morgan over to Hubert. Screen set by Thomas. Hubert down to Thomas. Kick outside. Good look for Anna Hamilton. That's short. And a foul going the other way. Who are they going to get it on here for the Norse? Looks like Kimora Morgan will pick it up.
Kimora Morgan, that's her first, and the team's first shot in the second.
No points to the first 80 seconds here of the second quarter. Madison Fitzgibbon guarded by Hamilton. Tries to drive left, kicks it out to the corner to Jada Williams. Now top of the key to Jory Buwalda. Now Rampula will drive left, working on Hubert. Gets down low and lays it in with the left hand. Some good minutes for Sophia Rampula here in her early going.
Just a way to take it downhill and scoop it over the defender.
Thomas has position down low on Buwalda. She turns in the lane, gets to her left hand, and scores. Jemiah Thomas can make it look so easy down in the post.
It is. That's just too easy for her. She's been like breaking out this last couple games here and getting really good quality minutes.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Norse. Buwalda fumbles the pass at the top of the key. Hands it off to Williams. She tries to drive on Morgan. Now Rampula pulls up from just inside the free throw line. That's off and rebounded by Jemiah Thomas. Anna Hamilton back running the point. Screen set by Thomas. Back to Thomas. And Hubert, Hamilton, Morgan swinging it around. Morgan down low to Thomas, faces up on the block, now goes in the lane, gets to her left hand again, and back-to-back buckets for Jemiah Thomas.
And once again, Ben, just like you say, I mean, she makes it look easy there in the paint. I mean, 2 in a row, quick points. I mean, she is doing what she needs to be doing in this game, and it's working out.
12-point lead now for the Norse. Fitzgibbon in the lane, tries to turn and can't finish it.
Just a force of a shot there. That's not what you want to settle into your offense.
The second unit really holding it down here for the Norse. Morgan, kick to the corner. Mia Jordan a three. It's good. Mia Jordan from the corner makes it a 15-point game, 28-13, and a timeout called by Kyle Recklich and Milwaukee. Norse doubling up Milwaukee and then some. 28-13 here with 6:46 left in the second period.
Back from timeout here. Fitzgibbon running up the court. NKU on a 9-2 run over the last 4 minutes and dribbled out. Norse ball.
Yeah, Anna Hamilton picking her up full court, one-on-one in the backcourt, made Fitzgibbon lose the ball out of bounds. That's unbelievable individual defense.
What?
Norse back with the basketball, leading it by 15 out of the timeout. Thomas over to Hamilton, staying in the game. Meredith to Walterman. Back out to Hamilton. Ball moving quickly. Walterman down low. Gets to her left hand and lays it in. Just stepped right around CeCe McNair.
Good way to use your pivot foot.
Talking about making it look easy as well. CeCe McNair forced to be reckoned with there in the paint.
30-13, the Norse extend the lead. Tough fadeaway is well short. Might have been partially blocked for Grace Lohman. And then out of bounds, last touched by the Norse. 12 to shoot here for Milwaukee. They get it into Lohman, guarded by Meredith. Look down low. Wow, Hamilton just swoops in there to tie her up. I mean, it was a post look down low to Buwalda and Walterman, and Hamilton just appeared out of thin air to tie her up. Possession error with Milwaukee.
No one really saw her coming, and she just jumped right in there, and that's what you want by your shorter defender who just goes to help.
5 to shoot now for Milwaukee. They got to hurry. I don't know if they know it. Look down low to Buwalda and a shot clock violation. Although say the Norse got the turnover first. Here come the Norse on the break. Numbers if they hurry. Look to Walterman. Pass down low to Jemiah Thomas. She's fouled from behind. And 2 free throws coming for Jemiah Thomas.
A lot of quick ball movement. The ball does not stick, and that's what they're good at. It's just moving the ball and getting quick outlets and even getting the shot at the hoop and just get a foul and get sent to the line.
Check again for Milwaukee for one.
Jemiah Thomas, 63% free throw shooter.
First one, no good. See if she can go 1 of 2 here. And the second one falls. Makes it 31-13. A palindrome up on the scoreboard right now. Love to see that.
That's great. It really
Norse
is.
lead by 18 here.
I'll tell you, Henry, the last time you and I called a game, around this time in the game, the Norse went on some kind of defensive run, not allowing IU Indy at the time to score a field goal for over 21 minutes of game time. And it's been quite a while since Milwaukee has scored a field goal of their own. Here comes Kendall Barnes. Up to the top of Rempula. 15 to shoot for Milwaukee. Here's Cassidy DeFalco. Gives it up to Kendall Barnes. Kamora Morgan out to get Barnes. Tries to step through tough reverse and a really, really nice play for Kendall Barnes.
Pure shot there.
Great step through to create con.
Seems like a bit of a miscommunication pass there. A little high. Went right over Kamora Morgan.
Yeah, Hamilton just a little overcooked for Morgan. She's a 6-foot guard, which is pretty tall for the guard spot, but she's not 6'7". Wasn't able to catch that one. Maddie Moody to the scorers table for the Norse, as is Rushton and Beastry. You haven't seen much of Moody, but the center play has been so good in the last 5 games, and in this one for the Norse. I mean, it seems like you can't go wrong with whoever you bring in.
Yeah, and they have great depth. That's where they kill most of their teams. It's just they can sub in fresh legs so often, and that's what they want. And he can run 12 deep if he really wants to.
Subs come in, 20 to shoot for Milwaukee. Rempula in the corner gives it up to Kendall Barnes. Guarded now by Beastry. Now Valerie Cassidy DeFalco, guarded by Tasha Rushton. Cassidy DeFalco trying to back her down, drops the shoulder, and Rushton takes the offensive foul. Cassidy DeFalco, that is, trying to be Little too physical, and as soon as she dropped that shoulder, Rushton knew to take the fall.
Yeah, and DeFalco was surprised about that call, but I mean, I think you could see that from anywhere. That she did just drop the shoulder.
Beastry, ooh, in the passing lane, Rampula. She gambled, didn't get it. Numbers for the Norse. Beastry all the way to the rack. She can't finish it. And the weak side defensive board by Tierney Madigan. Here's Rampula slowing it down for Milwaukee. Kendall Barnes guarded by Beastry. Back to Valerie Cassidy DeFalco. Cassidy DeFalco. Look down low, lots of traffic, and a turn and a finish for Tierney Madigan. She was posting up Rushton down there on the block. Two guards going at it down there.
It's close there. If someone had sneezed, Tasha Rushton might have gotten that steal.
She was fighting for that ball. She really would.
It was a hair away.
Rushton a three. That's off the mark a little long. No hesitation in the shots from Rushton, though. We'd love to see that. Here's Valerie Cassidy DeFalco, gives it down low for a foul and one. Jory Buwalda, they've kept her quiet so far, but you're not going to keep her quiet the whole time. The junior out of Randolph, Wisconsin, has a chance for a three-point play.
2 seconds. And line for Panthers, number 32, Troy Milano. 4-1 free throw.
Buwalda knocks down the free throw to complete the three-point play. It's a 31-20 game for the Norse. Here, 3.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Flip! Meredith looking down low to Moody. Has a smaller defender on her, but puts up a shot. Can't get it to go. Might have been partially blocked there by Madigan.
Yeah, but kind of forces the issue there. That's not what you want from her. She usually can get to her spots, but that's not a spot she usually even hits it from.
Madigan trying to turn and score in the lane. She can't. Ball on the deck and a foul going the Norse's direction as Tierney Madigan went to the deck and committed the foul. Strong. Yeah. Walterman outside the Beastry. Now Moody at the top of the key. Hand off to Beastry. Going downhill. Tries to bank it in. Can't get it to go. Just rolls off. Offensive board, Walterman. Her putback's no good.
That is the Norse's 9th offensive rebound to the Panthers' 2nd. I mean, they are really out-rebounding them, at least on the offensive side of things.
Wow, knocking that ball away as Buwalda went to the basket. She lost control of that ball 2 or 3 times before finally having it knocked out of bounds by Abby Walterman. Nothing coming easy for Jory Buwalda. You can tell she was the top of the scouting report for the Norse.
And as she should be. She enters her junior season with 2 career double-doubles and added 6 more in just 2025 alone.
She's been a force for Milwaukee. Here she is down low. White shirts all around her. Rushton trying to get it from her.
And we got a wedgie.
Rushton is called for the foul, and after the foul was called, Buwalda kind of threw it at the rim, and it just stuck right in there.
Someone get a broomstick here.
So first foul on Rushton. Looking away out to Kendall Barnes. She takes it down low and loses it out of bounds. Maddie Moody defending, but didn't get a touch on it, the Norse basketball.
NKU looking to end a scoreless run of about 3.5 minutes here. Milwaukee on a 7-0 run in that time frame. Maya Meredith here.
Meredith called for an offensive foul. A little bit of contact down there with Valerie Cassidy DeFalco, the 5'5" guard. She's a sophomore out of Nottingham in the United Kingdom. She's been saying her name a lot tonight. Scrappy defender. Now picks up the offensive foul there on Meredith. Here is Cassidy DeFalco. Quick handoff to Kendall Barnes. Now Tierney Madigan, kick out. Rampula, a three. Good look, and she drills it. Sophia Rampula, it's a 10-0 run for Milwaukee.
Based on this game, you would not be able to guess her three-point percentage this season. I'll just say that much.
It's her second made three the first half. Norse trying to stop the bleeding here on the weak side. Offensive rebound and one for Maya Meredith. Walterman couldn't get it to go. Meredith cleaned it up and after the fact took the hit. A chance for three, and Meredith does just that, stop the bleeding.
Yeah, and she does a great way of tracking the ball in the air and just doesn't bring it down, just keeps it up, and that's an easy shot back for her, and just get fouled on the way down.
Horse number 5. 4-1 free throw.
Won't go.
And ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Milwaukee ball.
No, Hubert coming for Meredith after that missed free throw. Went for a press and then backed off.
A pretty half-hearted press. 80 seconds to play here in the first half. Drive quickly to the rim and another left-handed lay-in for Kendall Barnes. She's had a couple nice finishes here in the first half. It's an 8-point game,
And she's
33-25.
And she's just cutting her way through the defense, and that was just too easy for her to get there.
Rushed into Walterman. Free throw line. Walterman spins, goes right back to her left. Can't get it to go, but an offensive board by Moody. Had it momentarily, had it knocked away. Walterman collects it. In the lane, goes up and is fouled. 2 free throws coming for Abby Walterman. Looks like the foul's going to go on Kendall Barnes.
Waterman does a great job of absorbing the contact and just putting him up there, hoping to get to the line. She gets to the line here.
9th offensive rebound for the North, or 10th, excuse me, to Milwaukee's 3.
Walterman trying to make it a 10-point game once again. She knocks down the first free throw.
57% free throw shooter.
Well, 100% on this trip. She knocks them both down. It's 35-25 here with under a minute to play in the first half. Peyton Recklitz into the game. That's coach's daughter, by the way. Peyton Recklitz, Kyle Recklitz. That's fine. Full court pressure here for the Norse. They got to get it across, does Milwaukee. And, knocked away by Rushton. And recollected. And, my goodness, what is going on? They do call it a 10-second violation. I don't know if you can hear it. It took Jeff Hand screaming at the top of his lungs to get this officiating crew to call it 10 seconds. Because when Rushton poked it away, the shot clock reset. But it probably shouldn't have, because I don't think the Norse ever had possession of the ball.
Yeah, and
that's what they're talking about right now. Because if there was a change in possession, then they're not going to give the Norse the 10 seconds.
And that's just great defense by them. I mean, their defense is just stepping up. And that's a good press. You can't get them to get past half court. That's what you want.
Looks like we're going to have a review here. They're going to the monitor, they say, for a potential timing error. So what happened is the Norse were setting up full court pressure. They were doing an excellent job, nearly forced a 10-second count, and Tasha Rushton knocked the ball away. So the Norse trying to pick the ball up, and Milwaukee ended up getting it back. The shot clock had reset, indicating a change in possession, which would have reset the 10-second count clock. So it's really a judgment call. But now they're going to the monitor to determine what the time on the clock should be. He's showing it here on the big board in the arena. So Rushton knocks it away with 22 to shoot. The shot clock reset. Nobody had possession of the ball. And then the shot clock went down to 28, so another 2 seconds, meaning that it would have been a 10-second call as Milwaukee did get it across half court. So kind of a mess right now that they're just trying to make sense of.
And when no one has possession, the clock usually just keeps running because the other team didn't retain possession, obviously. So usually this is a no question kind of thing where it would just go to NKU, but it's just so close with if B Street picked the ball back up.
So we'll await the word here at Truist Arena on what the deal is here. Norse obviously wanting the call on the floor to stand as a 10-second violation.
Milwaukee has used 10 different starting lineups throughout like the first 16 games, and they kind of still hasn't found that flow with their offense. While 12 of the 13 active players on the roster have at least made one start.
Definitely a deep rotation. They lead the Horizon League in bench points per game, about 27 points off the bench. So clearly they know how to rotate. And if I'm Jeff Hands and this Norse team, you're maybe starting to perspirate just a little with this game getting just a little bit closer here before the half.
It's like Todd Moisner and Natasha Harris have made their decision. And the call on the floor is going to stand. It's a 10-second violation. It'll be Norse basketball. After all that, to quote Karl Anthony Towns, the Norse keep possession.
I think they're talking about where the ball should be placed if it's on.
I think it should be in the front court for the Norse, is what I would think. That's where Karina Beastry's standing right now.
And they send them.
Oh, they blew the whistle while she was in the Milwaukee front court, so that'll be the Norse basketball in their back court. It's a difference of about 10 feet, but still. All right. Got it figured out. Norse basketball. 41 seconds to play here in the first half. Tasha Rushton with it. Over to Beastry. Thought about a three. Drives, and a lot of contact and a blocking fouls called on Milwaukee. And wouldn't you know it, Karina Beastry back to the line.
Yeah, and way to sell that drive. And he just kind of has that little bit of space there to be able to drive, and then they slide over, and she knew the foul was coming. She knows how to get to the line.
The Norse both getting to the line more and having more success here in this game. That's now 13 of 16 from the line with that first one for Karina Beastry going in, as opposed to 2 and 3 for Milwaukee here tonight. Second one's good.
Milwaukee basketball, about a 1.5 second differential between the clock. So essentially the last shot here for Milwaukee if they decide to run it all the way down. Here is Kendall Barnes, guarded by Tasha Rushton. 10 seconds to shoot. Here goes Barnes. Drives to the right, spins back inside on Rushton, kicks out to the corner. Rampula, another three. That one's not even close. Board collected by Walterman. Norse have a shot, one to shoot. Half court for Rushton. It's no good.
Almost takes out the cameraman down there.
My goodness.
That's shock down there.
I believe that's Chris Stevens down there, kind of trying to avoid the flying debris that was the basketball.
37-25. Tip for NKU here. Maya Meredith, 9 points, 6 rebounds. Abby Walterman with 6 rebounds as well. Tasha Rushton, 7 points, but 1 of 6 from the line.
Yeah, you mentioned Meredith. Team high, or game high rather, 9 points. She's did it in just 13 minutes, as opposed to some other players in this game playing upwards of 15 minutes. So Meredith, again, leading scorer in the game, kind of imposing her will, and really can't stress it enough how much she's kind of rounded into form after that tough start. But she's really become one of the best players on this team, as she was expected to going into the year. The Norse had to endure a bit of a run from Milwaukee there in the later part of the second quarter, but in the end, they still take a 12-point lead into the break, and surely Jeff Hands of the Norse can play better coming out.
Definitely. I mean, they forced 10 turnovers for Milwaukee and only having 4. And we've had this issue before where NKU has had 20-plus turnover games, and he wants that mark to 12. He's done it before, and he can easily do it today. They also have 6 steals, so the defense has been working well for NKU. Not so well on Milwaukee. I mean, forcing 10 turnovers, obviously, and only having 2 steals. Nothing's been really going for them on offense.
I think also if you highlight both the points off turnovers from those 10 forced turnovers, I mean, NKU's gotten 13 of their points off turnovers as opposed to Milwaukee's 4. If you're Milwaukee basketball, you really got to raise up your ball security a little bit if you want to have a chance in this second half.
Yeah, and you only hold Jordy Bowalda to 5 points and 1 rebound, which that's who you want. I mean, we said it earlier. She can be a double-double machine. She's been that this year, and if you slow her down, that's where you can get it.
You mentioned at the beginning of this win streak, their problems turning the ball over. Their first win in the win streak was just a thriller against Purdue Fort Wayne. They turned the ball over 24 times in that game, still came out with an overtime win. Go to the next game. IU Indy, I believe it was. They turned the ball over 27 times in that game. So, I mean, I don't know how a basketball team wins a game turning the ball over 27 times. They dominated that game despite the 27 turnovers. So here they're really rounding into form against their Youngstown State on the road and Robert Morris. I think they were 10 or under turnovers. I mean, they've really kind of locked in and become the team that Jeff Hands has been trying to get them to be all year. And if you're wanting to play your best basketball, you definitely want to do so in conference play.
And I feel like it started on the defensive end. They haven't been in the first half such a great defensive team, and some that just has really stepped up. I mean, you saw great defense in Louisville, but it's just like there's something different here when they have started conference play just going into this new year.
Which supports more than 700 teams competing in 13 different sports.
There's one thing the Norse could polish off. It would be the three-pointers. I mean, they've, again, not really that great of a shooting team here at home. We've seen some pretty big three-point outputs away from home, whatever the reason may be, but 3 for 14 there in the first half. Tasha Rushton, 1 for 6. No Norse with multiple threes made. 10 for 32 overall from the field, actually shooting a lower percentage than Milwaukee from the field. Both teams have made 10 field goals. The difference in this game has kind of been at the free throw line. And I mean, a lot of people like to complain about, whenever there's a disparity in the free throws per team, that it's, the game is not being officiated fairly. The Norse have been getting downhill, and they've been getting to the line. They've taken 17 free throws in this game. They've made 14, and Milwaukee hasn't really had a chance. Whenever they go down low, the Norse defense is swarming, forcing a tough shot, getting a block or a steal, doing a really good job of playing defense without fouling. Milwaukee's only shot 3 free throws.
Yeah, and it mostly starts with Beastry, who knows how to get to the line, and everyone else has just been making them 2 for 2, 2 for 2 for multiple players down the list, and it's just the supporting cast for NKU has just been so strong.
Got to mention Sophia Rampula for Milwaukee here, who once again is shooting 16.7% from 3 for the season, but has made 2 of 3 tonight. 8 points, the leading scorer for this Milwaukee team. And as you said, Ben, I mean, it's interesting. Both teams have 3 3-pointers. Both teams have made 10 field goals, but there's still a disparity here, obviously, a 12-point lead here from the North. So the free throw line is really impacting this game. And, I mean, you got to question, can you rely on that to win games, and can you rely on that in the second half? But we'll see how they pull it off here.
Yeah, because Milwaukee's shooting 43% from 3 in the North. I mean, I can't do 3 divided by 14 off the top of my head, but it's not good.
21.4.
My goodness gracious. Henry Crawford, the human calculator, everybody.
Straight off the dome right there. Nothing in front of me, folks.
The Norse obviously capable of shooting the ball much better, and they're going to have to, coming out of the second half, to kind of take control and close this game out, hoping for their 6th consecutive win in Horizon League play. They lead it at the half, 37-25 over Milwaukee. We're about 9 minutes out from the start of the second half here on the Northerner. Don't go anywhere. Second half action here at Truist Arena. The Norse with the basketball first, nursing a 12-point lead. Karina Beastry is going to go right to the rack and not get it to go, but Moody on the offensive glass can't get it to go either. It's a second chance opportunity the Norse squander to begin the half.
Yeah, great way to get downhill for the first play for Beastry. Just a little short, and then the cleanup by Moody, and it's just a strong shot.
And, you know, they're out offensive rebound wise, they are controlling the game here, but they've got to be capitalizing on that. You know, these offensive rebounds don't mean anything if they're not going to convert.
They force a miss by Buwalda on the other end. They're right back with the basketball. That's absolutely right. They had 13 points off turnovers, or second chance points, I should say, 10 second chance points. Number should probably be higher based on the amount of offensive boards they had. Rushton, a quick three. Off the mark, Rushton. She'll try to dial it in from outside. She's 1 for 7 now from deep.
Man, that's a good shot. It's just not falling today. And usually she does hit at a higher clip than that.
Turning the corner, Lohman. Outside, Williams, a three. It's short. And a rebound swooped in by Tasha Rushton. Moody trailing three. She'll take it off the back iron. Not a bad look. Again, not really hitting much for the Norse.
And that's a good look. I mean, Moody trailing. She knows she can get the open shot, and she takes it. She's hit them before. Just couldn't get it done there.
Ball pinballing around. The Norse force another stop. Walterman had a nice block and able to keep it in bounds for the Norse. On the other end, Walterman looking down low to Moody. She shuffles the feet on the catch. Can tell she's frustrated. There was a game, like Henry, again, with that me and you called where both teams were just trading traveling violations left and right. And Moody, a little bit, happy feet there on the entry pass.
Not just thinking more than what your feet's moving, and you just want to go and can't really just run.
Lohman, stop and pop. That's short on the mid-range. Walterman swoops in to gobble up the board. Rushton to the rack. Kick out Meredith, top of the key three off the back iron. I mean, it's every single miss seemingly off the back iron. Out of bounds, last touch by the Norse. It'll be Milwaukee ball.
Yeah, great rebounding down there and just boxing out. Just cannot get the board.
Apologize, we're dealing with some technical issues here. Beastry, a corner three. High archer, no. Offensive board for Walterman. She grabs it and she's tied up there by Peyton Recklich. Possession over favored Milwaukee. Panthers with the ball. Recklich, top of the key. Over to Lohman. Quick three for Lohman is short off the front iron, rather. I got so used to saying back iron. And a foul on the rebound on the Norse. So it'll stay with Milwaukee. The foul going on Walterman. Second on Walterman.
Buwalda just having position down there, and she just knew where the ball was going to go, and just being able to get the board to get their team a second chance opportunity.
Fitzgibbon to inbound it. Here's Buwalda. Big skip to the corner for a Recklich three. That's long. High into the air, grabbed by Karina Beastry. Norse on the run. Beastry gives it up to Rushton. Top of the key back to Beastry. Puts it on the deck, 15 to shoot. Meredith, bounce pass to the corner. Walterman, shot fake. She goes to work. Inside, gets to her left hand. Can't finish it.
Strong.
Did all the hard work. Couldn't get it to go. The Norse still searching for their first points of the half.
Yeah, just too strong of a take, and she knows how to get her points around the basket. She's just shooting it too strong.
Lohman working on Beastry. Here's Recklich. Over to Williams, a wing three. is no good. Both teams freezing cold. 2 total points through the first 4 minutes. Here's Meredith on the charge for the Norse. Almost lost it. Moody now driving in, lost it momentarily, got it back. It's Meredith. Ball on the deck, 15 to shoot for the Norse. Trying to find the cutter, and Moody finds its way out to Beastry. Lots of traffic in the lane. Beastry calmly floats it in. A possession of absolute chaos ends in a Beastry bucket.
Yeah, and that's just a lot. And NKU just knows how to keep it with it. And they stick with it. They just easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
But with it. And they easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry.
They easily get the floater there.
Karina Beastry called for a... No, that's not Karina Beastry. The Moody.
Maddie Moody missing a layup down low. That's something she usually can hit there, just a little roll off the basket.
Tipped by Beastry during the pass.
Run out for the Norse. Beastry
Host
takes
it,
the contact. Scores it and a foul. A chance for a three-point play for Karina Beastry.
Bench getting excited after that one.
Yeah, the Norse needed that. The Panthers had cut it to a 7-point game. And Beastry just takes it all the way, takes the contact, and scores. Another trip to the line for Beastry, where she's 5 for 6 so far today.
Jemiah Thomas coming in for Maddie Moody there during the free throws here. See if Beastry can keep up her stellar free throw. And the first one goes. There we go. Or what am I saying? It was an and one.
What's she
Go,
shooting?
3-point play. Excuse
What's she
me.
shooting from the free throw line in this game, Jacob? Do you know? She
Resident,
was 5 for 6. So what is she now?
resident stat expert, Jakob Staley.
She's 6 for 7, guys. I just wanted you to say it. All right. 10-point lead for the Norse. Beastry with 11 for the Norse. First into double figures. Nice move. A step through and a lefty finish for Tierney Madigan.
Madigan just bring up the ball just a little bit to get over her defender on the left side and just easy layup. That's how you do it.
Beastry into the corner with Jordan. Big skip, top of the key to Meredith. Meredith trying to direct traffic here. Gets it down low to Jemiah Thomas. Going down low. Outside Rushton. A good look at a three. Oh, in and out. That one was halfway down. Meredith fighting for the board. Can't finish on the putback.
And again, you really got to be paying attention to those second chance points, taking those opportunities when you get them.
Long three, Buwalda is nowhere close. I mean, she took that 3 or 4 steps behind the line, didn't even draw iron. Holy smokes. Such a dominant inside force. Don't know why she's trying that. Norse with the basketball, 15 to shoot. Beastry drives right, kicks back Jordan. On the deck, Mia Jordan. Gives it down low to Thomas. Under the basket, she's fouled. 2 free throws coming for Jemiah Thomas.
And good read by Mia Jordan. Just that little spin. She knew where Jemiah Thomas was even before she shot the ball. And that's just an easy way to find her and just bucket. She messed it, obviously, but easy.
She got fouled.
She got fouled. You know what I mean?
Chance for 2 points here, nonetheless, for Jemiah Thomas. Knocks down the first free throw. That looked good, you know.
It did. It did. I agree. See if she can make it two.
Ooh. 1 for 2 for Thomas. Oh, hits off the foot of a Milwaukee player and out of bounds. Wow, Kendall Barnes, that's some tough luck.
That's a Globetrotters play if I've ever seen one right there.
Dribbled it off of her foot and then went sliding like the Globetrotters do right into the Norse bench. Ball went out of bounds. It'll be NKU ball. 20 to shoot for him because the ball was never technically possessed by Barnes.
Wide open,
Meredith on the pin down at 3, in and out. Tap all the way out to Rushton. Meredith, or pass deflected by Rem Kula.
Great tap out by Jemiah Thomas to get it to Rushton. They've just been able to capitalize on that offensive rebound.
Here's Beastry, top of the key, 10 to shoot for the Norse. Crosses over to her left hand. Steps back, Rushton at the top of the key with 4. Rushton spinning in the lane. Tough fader. Taysha Rushton. Oh, nearly got the home roll. Got her own miss. Lefty layup is good. Stayed on the rim forever before it finally dropped for Rushton. She's had a tough night from the field, but now with 9 points.
But that's how it's been this half. It's just it's sitting on the rim and it's rolling in or out. It's like it's not really the players. It's more just the ball's not rolling in.
Ball on the deck. And I think a timeout called by Milwaukee as they dove on it there in the corner. So that will be our second half floating media timeout here with 1:22 left in the third quarter. The Norse lead it 45-34. Now there is some discussion because if you look at the live stats on the NKU website, the score reads 46-34. So we'll figure that out, but we'll be back after the timeout. Milwaukee ball out of the timeout. Under a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. The Norse leading it by 11. 5 to shoot for Milwaukee. Here's Williams. 1 to shoot. Tough shot. Fitzgibbon doesn't draw iron. That is a shot clock violation.
And just a great defensive set by NKU, just forcing them. They didn't even get, I don't even think, in the three-point arc.
Yeah, it was outside the whole time. Just excellent job. You could maybe hear Jeff Hands barking out commands there. And a really, really good defensive possession to keep it at 11. Under a minute to play. The Norse trying to swell their lead. Jemiah Thomas going to work. Spinning, unable to finish over CeCe McNair. 45 seconds left. Trailing 3, not taken by Milwaukee. Instead, Fitzgibbon swing to the corner for a missed 3 for Tierney Madigan. 5.5 second difference here for the Norse. Oh, Beastry walks up into a 3. It's good. Nobody picked her up. And Beastry said, yeah, let me just knock this down right quick.
She knew that one was going in.
Can't afford to leave her alone. She's got 13 now. Shot clock unplugged. Long three for Fitzgibbon. Norse will take that. 10 seconds for another shot here for the Norse. Meredith breaks half court with 7. Rushton in the lane with 4. Kick out Meredith. Corner 3. It's short. Rebounded and the clock expiring. Bat board grabbed by CeCe McNair, but the Norse will take that into the quarter. An uncontested 3 for Karina. Beastry knocks it down. They force a stop on the other end and take a 14-point lead into the final quarter.
Yeah, and they only put 9 points up in this quarter. And that's kind of abnormal for them these last 6 games for them. They usually put up some numbers and just a slow quarter. I mean, the ball just wasn't rolling in for either team, really.
Yeah, quarter tied 9-9 there in the third quarter. So that's not true. The Norse scored they won the quarter 11-9.
Right, fans like, great, get up and move for the furniture fair.
Either way, they led by 12 at halftime. Now 14 here at the end of the third quarter. Just trying to close this thing out. 10 more minutes for win number 6 in a row for the Norse. It's in their sights. They just got to go and get it.
Yeah, pretty rough shooting here in the third quarter. 4 for 20 for the Norse. 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. Let's see if they can clean it up here in the fourth quarter, but they are still ahead comfortably. See if they can close it out, get us to that six-game winning streak.
Maya Meredith closing in on a double-double. She's got 9 points. Didn't score there in that third quarter, but she's got 10 boards. So just 1 bucket away from a double-double for Meredith. Walterman also with 9 rebounds. You look at the rebounds. Norse winning the rebounding battle as they often do, 39-30. It's pretty high totals for both teams. There's been a lot of missed shots. Third quarter, Milwaukee shoots 3 for 16. The Norse, as you mentioned, 4 for 20. It's been a rebound fest. Ten minutes left in this one. The Norse up by 14, looking for their 6th straight win. We'll be back after this. Norse with the ball first here in the fourth quarter. It's 48-34. They lead the Milwaukee Panthers. Here's Tasha Rushton at the top of the key. Screen set by Jemiah Thomas. Rushton swings it over to Meredith, who swings it to Beastry. Now Thomas on the block. Working, spinning, and scoring with the left hand. It's like Jory Buwalda wasn't even there.
And that's just a great way to start out the quarter, is just start it in the paint and work your way out. And no better than Jemiah Thomas, who is really effective down there.
Here's Buwalda now working on Thomas. Nowhere to go for Buwalda, and a foul's called offensive. Tasha Rushton hit the deck. Buwalda was throwing those elbows around, and Rushton caught one. And that's another offensive foul that she forces.
Yeah, she kind of sold it there. You have to do what you have to do, but Buwalda just has to really watch the elbows.
Middle. Full court pressure here from Milwaukee. Norse just now get it across with 3 seconds to spare. They were dancing around that timeline there for a little bit. Here's Rushton, pull up from the elbow. It's no good. Grabbed by Buwalda. Did Buwalda change shoes? She's rocking very bright orange shoes here in the fourth quarter.
I believe she did.
Yeah, can't miss those shoes there from Buwalda. Matches great with her black uniform. Anyway, corner three dropped in for Peyton Recklich. Very calmly from the corner. Beautiful stroke to make it a 13-point game. Tasha Rushton breaks the press all by herself. Trap comes. Rushton trying to split it, and a jump ball called. Rushton hits the deck.
Yeah, and she split 3 defenders before and then just kind of walked right into the walked right in back to 2 and just couldn't find an open person to throw it to.
Possession arrow favored Milwaukee. They steal a possession from the Norse on the tie-up. Jada Williams, guarded by Meredith, goes to her left. Back to Cassidy DeFalco. Drives right, picks up her dribble. Rushton right there. Back to the top to Jada Williams. 10 to shoot for Milwaukee. They run their action again. Coming for the screen is Buwalda. Meredith goes under. They switch on to Jordan. Williams, 3 to shoot. Has to take a long 3. It's nowhere close. Fight for the board. Beastry comes away with it. Yes, DeFalco, Cassidy DeFalco, trying to dive and knock that ball away, but Beastry comes away with the board. North end of the front court.
Yeah, and just to her way, she just kept the ball the whole time there. It's just rolling everywhere.
Rushton looking for somewhere to go with it. Beastry steps behind the line for 3. It's off the back iron. Just long. Basically every 3 the Norse have taken. Cassidy DeFalco picks up her dribble on the elbow. Trailing 3, Buwalda. She thinks better of it. She knows how the first one went. 3 is good. That's Rita Gomes. Her first action of the game, the Portuguese guard. Fresh out of Lisbon. Making the most of her limited action in this game. It's a 10-point ball game.
And that was a great shot. I mean, from here, it looked in even before that. It came off the hands.
Beastry, tough shot in the lane. She's fouled. Ethical hoops here from Karina Beastry. She gets back to the free throw line.
And, you know, there's definitely plenty of time left here for this Milwaukee team to mount a comeback. But if I'm the Milwaukee team here, I'd want to be playing with a little bit more of a sense of urgency here. It seems like they're running a lot of clock. They're not necessarily running down court as fast as they could be. I think they need to play with a little bit more sense of urgency here if they want to really have a chance at coming back and beating this NKU team.
Moody and Waterman came in for Jemiah Thomas and Mia Jordan.
1 for 2 on free throws. Look at Moody, the offensive board. Recycled possession. Beastry 3, no. Rebounded by Cassidy DeFalco.
That's usually the best shot off a offensive rebound and just couldn't get it to go. I mean, they haven't really gotten it to go from 3 this whole game.
Oh my gosh, another 3 for Gomes. Oh, an air ball. A little bit of a heat check.
The band's letting her hear it.
Milwaukee ball. And a travel called. Wow, going the other way, Grace Lohman.
Another press by Milwaukee, and NKU breaks it this time.
Beastry bounce pass in the corner to Meredith. Down low, Moody trying to work on Buwalda. Gets to her left hand. Wow, falling down. Almost got it to go. Just about any shot on Moody's left hand you'll live with. That would have been spectacular.
Yeah, and she hasn't really got it going tonight. Only 4 points.
Cassidy DeFalco turns the corner. Kicks out to the corner. Gomes again. Rita Gomes has come in, knocked down 2 threes, and has made this an 8-point game.
And that's a spark of life Milwaukee needs. I mean, that if you can just get a shooter to get some buckets in, you get right back in this game.
Walterman, Beastry, Meredith, 15 to shoot, guarded by Gomes. Goes right around her, goes right inside, banks it in off glass. Easy as pie. It's a 10-point game, and there's the double-double for Meredith. She's got 11 and 11. Cassidy DeFalco, kick outside, Buwalda, a 3. No, 0 for 2 for Buwalda, and then a foul over the back going NKU's direction. Grace Lohman fouls Karina Beastreet.
Yeah, Beastreet had the box out and everything. Just Lohman just comes flying in and puts her arm on the back and kind of bats her down there where she can't get the ball.
Norse into the front court, breaking the pressure. Jeff Hands slowing the pace down here. Norse should be in no hurry, up by 10, now under 5 minutes to play. Rushed into B Street, 10 to shoot, guarded by Cassidy DeFalco. Posting up at the free throw line, a little bit of a mismatch here for Walterman. And 3 seconds called on Walterman. Went to work there on Tierney Madigan, but took a little bit too long to make her move. Turnover for the Norse, and that'll bring us to our immediate timeout here. 4:41 to play in the fourth. The Norse still leading it by 10. Looking for the knockout blow here against Milwaukee to try to keep the good times rolling. They got 4:41 left here in the fourth.
Come celebrate your special.
Out of the immediate timeout, Milwaukee basketball. 4:30 left here in this one. Norse up 53-43. Oh, Karina Beastreet fighting through a screen, commits the foul there on Rita Gomes.
Yeah, it's kind of blowing up a little bit on the screen. Not a bad fight, just kind of tripped her.
Abby Walterman commits the foul down low. It's the second team foul for the Norse, the third for Walterman. foul on the floor.
This is a big possession for Milwaukee. This is like kind of cutting into the lead here.
Ooh, an offensive foul away from the ball. They get Grace Lohman trying to create space on Maya Meredith. And as you were mentioning, a big possession, and they right down the drain.
Yeah, and they're looking to press again. And
Ooh, dangerous pass. Rushing a really good catch, and they do break half court. Rita Gomes does a good job, though, to knock it out of bounds.
yeah, but NKU's been efficient kind of breaking that press. I mean, it's not really working for Milwaukee. I mean, it's slowing them down and getting the ball to go out of bounds, but it still just stays with NKU.
25 to shoot. Again, the Norse in no hurry. Rushton inside the three-point line. Gets it to Beastry. Quick ball fake. Drives baseline. Now on the block. Beastry goes up. Took a little bit of contact. No foul. And we're going the other way.
Expected to see the whistle blown there, not going to lie.
Cassidy DeFalco sends it out to the corner. Reklich. Boy, a lot of pivot foot action there. She turns and scores over Moody. Took two full rotations there on that pivot foot. Really getting her money's worth there.
Yeah, and that's just how you do it. You just got to keep it moving, and she's just able to get it up and over.
Norse had a transition opportunity and just trying to make a pass to Walterman was Meredith, and it was a bad pass, threw it out of bounds. That's a terrible turnover for the Norse. Now, leading it by 8, but Milwaukee seemingly with all the momentum right now.
Yeah, and what I've said earlier is Milwaukee is not trying to come back. The largest deficit was 18, and they've done it before this year, and they can easily do it again.
Buwalda sends it out to the corner. It was deflected on the way there, trying to get it to Rita Gomes, and why wouldn't she? She's been a sniper here in the fourth quarter. 14 to shoot for UWM. They get it into Madigan. 10 to shoot. Tierney Madigan puts it on the deck. Offensive foul again. This time they get Valerie Cassidy DeFalco.
Her and Rushton have been going back at it this whole game, and it's just been kind of back and forth calls for both Rushton and her.
So each team kind of throwing away important possessions here. Now the Norse trying to break the press. They do with Beastry. She's got room to roam there. Kicks it out to the corner. Walterman, now Rushton. Back to the top of the key and Moody. Around the perimeter, Rushton grabs it and will slow it down. 13 to shoot here for the Norse. Now under 3 minutes to play. Rushton over to Beastry. 7 to shoot for the Norse. Beastry goes right. Lost it's got to put it up here. Beastry in the lane. Her nice mid-range. Gets the home roll. I mean, she can just go and get a bucket whenever she wants. Put her on an island. Doesn't matter. Easy bucket for Beastry. She's got a game-high 16. Back to a 10-point game. Gomes free to fire a 3. She got it again.
And that's what you don't want to do, is just hedge. She just was baited there, and it's just an easy bucket for Gomes.
Oh, my goodness. An offensive foul on Maya Meredith. After the made 3 by Gomes, the Norse quickly took the inbound, had a transition run out with Meredith, and Buwalda, who just had her hands up. Meredith tried to initiate some contact, missed the shot, and well after the play was over, Meredith was called for an offensive foul. Buwalda didn't even seem to be fazed by the contact, but it is what it is. So it's a 7-point game after Gomes knocks down her third 3 of the quarter. She has it again, driving on Beastry. Wow, she just scored again. 11 points, all in the fourth quarter here for Rita Gomes.
Suddenly, it is a 2-possession game here, 55-50, tilting towards NKU, but the tilt is slipping.
Turn to your best player in the biggest moments. Norse again bleeding down the clock. 10 seconds to shoot. Walterman on the cut. On Buwalda, up and under. She got fouled to the free throw line. 1:39 to play. Abby Walterman to the line. Might not end up being that terrible of a foul for Milwaukee.
At the line for the Norse, number 14, Abby Walterman. 4-2 free throws.
Walterman's been shooting 50% flat from the line this season.
Knocks down the first. The second free throw is the telltale. You know, she's averaging 1 out of every 2. Here she goes 2 for 2. Ice in the veins of Abby Walterman. 7-point game. Timeout called by Jeff Hands at NKU. There's 99 seconds left in this game. Minute 39. The Norse by a touchdown. 57-50. They'll look to close this thing out after this. Basketball back in. Milwaukee trying to cut into now a 7-point deficit. They've been chipping away all second half and really making a run here at the end. Norse trying to hold them off for their 6th straight win in the Horizon League. Here's Fitzgibbon. Over to Rita Gomes. The story here in the 4th quarter. She gives it up to Buwalda. Back to Gomes. Shoots right over top of Rushton. That one's short. And Rushton grabs the rebound. Big, important stop for the Norse.
Kind of like a human miss right there. And
Beasley had a wide open 3. And Hands had to tell her, no shot. I mean, the true freshman, she wanted to let it fly, but thought better of it, absolutely, because the Norse got to bleed this clock down. Walterman down low, takes the shot with 10 to shoot, doesn't get it to go. Hands kind of puts his palms to the sky like, why'd you shoot that ball? Milwaukee has the ball back, 40 seconds now to go. Buwalda is fouled on her way to the basket by Walterman. That's going to be Walterman's 4th. And it won't mean free throws for Buwalda. That's the 4th team foul here for the Norse.
the defense just hasn't been the same as it was in the other 3 quarters. The defense just has not stepped up.
Norse have bled enough clock to make it about a miracle for Milwaukee to get back into this game. Good defense there from Walterman, forces the miss, and that'll just about do it. The Norse break the front court. Milwaukee's still applying pressure. Norse are not going to shoot this ball. See if Milwaukee fouls here. There's a 1-second differential between the shot and game clock here. We got 16 left, and there's the foul taken by Reklich. It's going to send Tasha Rushton to the free throw line with 17.3, and got a little frisky there for the Norse at the end, and still, every opportunity, every possibility that Milwaukee could pull off something ridiculous and come back. But, 17.3 seconds, you feel pretty good about your chances. Now 58-50 after Rushton knocks it down.
I mean, definitely not a way you wanted to end the game. I mean, at one point you had an 18-point lead, and it just did not stick. I'm just something on the offensive end was just not clicking how they wanted it.
I think tonight can just be attributed to, you have nights where just your shots don't fall, and it's important on those nights that you still play defense and rebound the ball, which they've done. That's why they're going to most likely get out of here with a win. But I mean, just a really, really tough shooting night, as they've had a lot of here at home, but they've found a way. They found a way, other facets of the game. They continue to play defense at a high level, only 50 points allowed here. Almost at the end of the game, dominated the boards again. I mean, outside of the shooting performance, they did just about everything you need to do.
Yeah, you just need to get it done on the offensive end, and they did it earlier in the game, so that lead, it was almost they're protecting the lead, and it so far worked out.
So a desperation here for Milwaukee. Gomes is going to turn and fire again. That one, another air ball. She swears it was deflected.
And Gomes only playing 12 minutes, but the leading scorer for Milwaukee with 11 points. She's gone now 3 for 6 from beyond the arc.
Gomes is,
And
I believe, the only player here for either team who has made more than 1 3-pointer in this game. 3 for 6 beyond the arc, 4 for 7 field goals, 11 points.
Gomes.
Players underneath.
Now we're going to have an appeal here because Gomes airballed the shot is what it looked like, but she thinks that the shot was blocked. I mean, I would too if I missed by that much. But here we're going to have a stoppage here, 4.2 to review the play.
Yeah, I don't think either ref even
Yeah, I think
thought the ball was tipped.
the
I mean,
officiating crew was almost like what they were asking Gomes, what are you saying? Like
yeah,
the ball was not tipped. But I mean, hey, you get an appeal, use it or lose it, right?
Yeah.
So Milwaukee's going to use it. Why not?
and Gomes, I mean, just didn't really have that where the basket was. I mean, she wasn't really lined up with where the basket was when she curled off the screen and just kind of careless threw it up there. I mean, wasn't the best shot. I think she would probably want to be more square next time when she goes up for that shot.
That's I think the second heat check we've seen her take. She made the first three, pulled a deep one, was short by about 2 or 3 feet, and then that one you're just turning and shooting, trying to
Yeah.
score as quick as you can.
But when you come off that screen, you kind of want to keep that whatever shoulder that's towards the basket more angled at the basket so you can quick turn. And she just didn't really have much motion to that. They're really looking at this play. I mean,
You have very inconsequential play, if we're being honest. But hey, got to get them all right, right?
they'll
All right, now we're having a discussion after looking at the monitor. I mean, whatever happened to making the call as soon as you see the? It's okay.
I mean, they could be thinking about how the just ball might have changed.
Talking about the Jeff Ruby reservation. That's what they're talking about. Or are they going to Walt's hitching post? It's much closer to campus. Nothing like Jeff Ruby's, though, am I right? We got the call. Wow, Rita Gomes was right. The ball was blocked. Can you believe it?
You don't see that every day.
First is Robert Moore. How could you not love Jeff Gans, man?
Tough loss here for Milwaukee, assuming
Hey,
they don't pull off a miracle 14-second comeback here, but out shooting the Norse, both in field goal percentage.
That's not what you want.
Oh,
Karina Beecher just found a three-point shooter. Grace Lohman stepping through to get that three off.
Yeah, and Lohman didn't even really get her feet off the ground. I mean, she didn't really jump or really fake. It's just she just kept that pivot foot going.
Guess what, guys? We got another review. It was a step through by Lohman, and now they're going to review to see when she stepped through, if her foot was on the line or behind it. And, yeah, growing a little bit restless here in Truist Arena as we have our second review in 2.1 seconds of game time. I mean, this one is relatively important. If it is indeed a three and all 3 free throws are made, it's a 2-possession game. So, oh, we're done. Let's go. Quick review. It was a 3. So 3 free throws coming for Grace Lohman.
Check in from Milwaukee, Ken Williams, for Valerie Cassidy, the offensive number 1. Kevin Lawrence, number 0, 10 and 9.
Grace Lohman, 80% free throw shooter this season.
Yeah, not somebody you would want to send to the line. Looked like for Milwaukee, they changed offense for defense. They subbed in 4 players and now waiting on a 5th.
First one good. She's now 2 for 3 tonight. Second one's good.
I almost feel like Milwaukee's throwing in the towel. I mean, they're bringing in 5 subs after this is about to be a 2-possession game. Lohman makes all 3. Timeout called by Jeff Hands. So
30 seconds tonight.
30 seconds. They get the ball advancement is probably what the reason for it is, because the biggest problem you have in a situation like this is them trying to force a 5-second count and they get the ball back without any time coming off. Now, I've voiced my opinion on this new rule about the ball advancing. I think it's I mean, it's cool. It's in the NBA. I get it. But it's not in the men's game, which is weird that it's in one or not the other. I don't know. I think it takes away a whole facet of the game, a whole bit of strategy of setting up full court pressure to get a 5-second violation. I don't know. I think it's part of the game that shouldn't have been changed. But and it's a real, tool for offenses to just bypass the press and move it into the front court. I don't know.
So there could still be a lot of because it takes out the whole court and only leaves you with really half, and it's all your side.
Well, Noelle Hubert has subbed in. She's going to be the inbounder. She gets it into Beastry pretty easily, and then they foul with 10.6 left. So Karina Beastry will definitely accept a couple more free throw attempts. I mean, who wouldn't?
And another offense for defense change.
Another tough night for Beastry. I mean, from the field, 4 for 15. But here, back to the line, she's 7 for 9 thus far.
And a tough night for Beastry, of course, still means she's the leading scorer here for the Norse with 16 points.
That's how good she's been this year.
Even if 9 of those come from the free throw, let's see if she can make it 11 from the free, or 7, 7 of 9 from the free throw. See if she can make it 9 here, but first one good. 7-point game here.
Give Beastry 2 more points. She's got a game high 18. It's an 8-point lead for the Norse, and it's all inconsequential now. Rampula will drive to the end and lay it in with 4.7 to make it 61-55. Full court pressure here. Moody gets it into Beastry. They do foul with 3.3.
They will not go gently, quietly into that cold night, it seems.
Trying to lead us into a nice game ending, where the Norse win their 6th straight game. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, two more points for Karina Beastry before then. We'll take that, right? Knocks down the first. She's got 19. Now 10 for 12 from the line today. But 20 points for Karina Beastry on a night where she shot 4 for 15 from the field. She will take that. And the Norse get it done. It wasn't pretty, but they will take it 63-55. They take down Milwaukee, and they just keep going. After starting 3-11, 0-3 in conference play, you look up, they're now 9-11 and 6-3 within the Horizon League. It's been a completely different team through these last 6 games, and you get the feeling that they can play with just about anybody in the Horizon League right now.
Yeah, I think it definitely starts on their defensive end. I think that's where it has been made, and it's just rolled over to that offense. And I think that's the main thing was defense coming into this new year, and because they struggled, and even turning over the ball, they also struggled with.
Absolutely. I mean, I believe if I can pull it, yeah, they were under the 12 turnovers tonight. 11 turnovers for the North, 16 for Milwaukee. 20 points for Karina Beastry with 6 rebounds. Maya Meredith in the double-double category. Again, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Sharing the wealth today among a few players here. Tasha Rushton, 11 points, 5 rebounds. And Abby Walterman with 6 points and 10 rebounds and 4 for 4 from the line. All right offensive performance here from the North tonight. You'd want to see a little bit more in these shooting percentages. Again, being outshot both from the line and from the field by Milwaukee, even though they took the W here. Maybe a slightly sloppy performance here by the Norse, but when you get it done, that's all that matters for that 6-game winning streak.
Yeah, and you mentioned them shooting the ball poorly, but at the end of the day, they were aggressive. They attacked the rack, and they made their money at the line. I mean, when shots weren't falling, they were still the aggressor. They were on the front foot. They got to the line, shot 30 free throws in this game, and they shot 25 for 30 against Milwaukee, who just didn't have the same tenacity on the offensive end. Only shot 8 free throws in this game. So the Norse make up 18 points from the line as opposed to Milwaukee's 7 points. So they outscore Milwaukee by 18 from the line is what I'm getting at. And again, you mentioned it, 3 more made field goals for Milwaukee. They were 20 for 55, shot it much better from 2 and 3, but the Norse just defensively and their ability to knock down free throws. I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book. Every coach in the world is going to be practicing free throws, and for the Norse, it paid off tonight.
Well, folks, from Truist Arena, I'm Henry Crawford here alongside Ben Burdette and Jakob Staley. 63-55 for NKU. Ben, who do they look to play next?
They're playing a Horizon League team next, I'll tell you that. The Norse looking to stay hot. They got
Wright State on January
the Battle of I-75, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be up in Dayton or Huber Heights, whatever you want to call it. That's a good team at Wright State, but 6-3 are the Norse, as hot as anybody. It's going to be a good one. That one's going to be on ESPN Plus on the 17th at 2 p.m. Our next broadcast will be here on the 24th against Purdue Fort Wayne at 6 p.m. We'll see you then. Until then, for Henry Crawford and Jakob Staley, I'm Ben Burdette. The Norse just keep rolling. They take down Milwaukee tonight, 63-55. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.